Twitch.com/dungeon8. I think that's correct. If it's not, I apologize. It's probably just missing the BS.
That's all right. So has anyone else actually confirmed aside from us?
No, it's just you two.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So Joseph, so I had two possible options, but here's the ones that I was thinking of playing, depending on how many people were. So I have a two-handed weapon fighter.
Okay.
And I also have a like a dual weapon fighter as a human variant with
Sorry, what
dual
was the first
wielding.
one? Repeat the first one.
So I'm sorry. I think my first one was actually a life cleric. That was my original thing. And then my second one was a dual wielding fighter.
You're probably gonna enjoy that one more for what I got in store. You can play the cleric if you want. It would make more sense story-wise, but
okay, that's fine. That was originally my that's a sheet that I filled out anyways.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, that was actually because I used the app instead of I usually use the app to help me out with stuff.
Sure.
Let's see.
All good. Let's just move some weights.
All right. Well, so the character that I have pulled up right now is actually a assassin or a rogue for now.
Is it kobold?
The kobold type. Yes. A kobold rogue.
Alright. Just gonna clean my laptop out of here real quick. I'll be right back, gents. Hold that thought.
Alright.
It's alright, Joseph. So let's see, because I haven't actually even finished my character sheet. I usually use an app and kind of transferring over to this sheet is a little tedious. But generally speaking, I am going to have a light crossbow, and I have a mace as a weapon as well.
Oh.
Nothing special. I do have bless, and I do have cure wounds. I'll be taking also sanctuary in case we need it.
All right.
As part of my cantrics, I have light, guidance, and sacred flame.
So the way that I've got my rogue set up right now is he's actually more of a ranged fighter.
Okay.
So he's gonna depend on you more or less for the heavier frontline combat.
Oh, really? Okay.
In the event that we end up outnumbered, I am actually more likely to run away and cower from the fight than actually try and finish the fight.
Right. Okay. I just lost footage for some reason.
Out of where? Do you still have it?
Oh, nope, still there. Okay, never mind.
You got it back?
Still running everybody just fine.
Okay.
Let's see. Windows temp what AV?
So it's on your end?
It's my end. It's just
that sucks.
silly. Just really silly things.
Kobold. Alright, hold on. Let's pull you up a kobold. Do you want to play a red, a green, a black kobold? I got a range of them. Actually,
I'm gonna actually go with the black one, being that my skill pattern is a black and green striped kobold. So the black one actually looks preferable.
Got a whole range of them. I got a green one with black jacket. I mean, we got a whole bunch of them.
No. Basically, if you've ever seen a gardener's thing, that's more or less what I look like, except kind of as a kobold.
So the black
so
one is...
mostly black. couple green stripes going down my back.
What kind of weapon are you using?
I mostly use my short bow, but I also have a rapier should somebody get close enough for me to use it.
Alright. And, where did Elliot go there?
I don't know. His woman came up, and then I think she's getting ready to leave. So,
Fair enough.
or not, I don't know.
One or the other. We'll see. All in due course.
And he's back.
Get my demons put away.
On his headset.
All right.
What was your race, Elliot?
Okay, sorry about that.
No worries. What was your race?
So what were you saying?
What was your race?
Human variant. I picked up
When you
tough.
say variant, what do you mean? Just that you're using the feats rule?
Yeah, I'm using the feet, so I get the extra skill proficiency.
Yeah, no worries. You don't have to call it human variant. It keeps making me think of like there was an actual human variant. Oh, sorry, you're looking at my crotch. There was actually a human variant race at one point. I don't know if you guys are aware. And so every time you mention this, I think
is that
there's
AD&D? I don't remember, man.
That was like D&D 3.5 and Pathfinder, I think, had it too.
Yeah, I played Pathfinder, but I don't ever recall like the variant
everything.
human.
Who am I kidding? Pathfinder had everything. Pathfinder had so many variants of everything. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so getting back to it.
In the PHB that the feat rule is referred to as the variant for human.
No,
Yeah.
I know they can use it.
Let's not dwell on it, gentlemen. So you were saying is human. You're playing a human, male, female. Sorry.
Male. It is. I guess I can give you age and all that stuff. You want more of that
Yeah, I'm
thing.
trying to
His
just
name.
basically pick you up
His name
on
is.
this.
So his name is Don Vida, or Don Vida, or
Don Vida?
you know,
I'm liking
Don
this.
Vida. Don Vida. You know,
I'm
a little
liking this.
a pun as a name.
Don Vita, as such,
As a part of a name, because he's around 200, 200 pounds, for being
How tall
a
is this guy?
cleric. He's about 6 feet.
Okay, so he's a stack dude. He's a stack dude.
He's pretty stocky. He's pretty stocky.
What's your kobold's name there? What's your kobold's name? I just want to get it on
The kobold is Tez.
Tez, that's what it was. Tez. Alright, sweet. Tez the kobold. Excellent.
Yeah.
Tez the
He's
kobold.
a whopping 2'7", weighing in at a grand 28 pounds.
I feel like he should weigh more for being that tall, because like 28 pounds really ain't a lot. My kid's probably about like 60 pounds, to be honest with you. You'd probably get away with, mind you, scrawny kobold.
I was gonna say, kobolds only range from about 25 to 35 pounds in general.
Really? Yeah, you
And
think
being
about
that
it,
he's an urchin, grew up on the streets, he's not the most built kobold.
You're a dual wielder, eh? You're dual wielding?
No, I actually prefer range fighting.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I was talking about our human man there.
Oh, human man.
Don Vida.
Actually,
dual
human.
wielding.
Actually, pretty simple. He didn't take up dual wielding. I was thinking about it, but he instead took on tough. It's just the
Right,
extra
fair
two HP per level.
So what are you using for weapons then?
I only have a mace and sacred
Oh,
flame.
this is your cleric. This is your cleric?
Yeah, this is my cleric. I'm only playing my cleric for today, unless you want me to play two
Alright,
characters.
no. That's fine. I was just remembering wrong what you were saying. What do you think of this guy? Do you have a shield?
I do have a shield and I have chainmail.
Oh, fantastic. What do you think of this guy? How do you like that?
As much as I can see it, it looks just fine to me. Yes.
Terrific. Yeah, that's great, eh? Alright, on. Alright, let's get this set up. Let's get this show on the road. So we got a kobold, we got a cleric. These guys put away.
All right, I gotta get those dice here.
I probably should have posted the link to this.
Yeah, it's all right.
Alright.
So you do this quite often, dude?
Yeah, you might say.
Yeah, the online chat room and all that stuff.
I actually just started doing this a little while ago, and I legit.
Yeah, how's
Sorry?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I legit decided to extend the service, as it were, to the Facebook page
Right.
as a thing, just to see who would bite, and
Right.
I'm pleased with the turnout. I mean, I didn't I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do when there was like 40 people, but I did a little sheet and I said, you know what? I'll run a Thursday and a Saturday and we'll see where it goes from there. If I burn out, I burn out and I stop for a while, right? What's the worst? What I didn't expect is that of 40 odd people, I'd get 2. That
You know what? It's quite common for that to happen, especially on Facebook.
Dude, you don't have to tell
a lot of flakes.
Oh, dude, you don't have to tell me. And it's not even flake. You have to understand. I've run a semi-public game for the last going on 7 years, going for my 6th year right now.
Oh, that's right. You run the website with that stuff.
That's right. I've been doing this a long time, right? So, long and short.
It's a lot of schedules. I mean, this sounded really nice, and being that you guys are East Coast time, I know for me, like I'm active duty military, so like
I'm on Pacific though. I'm on Pacific time.
Pacific time.
Yeah,
man.
well, I'm in Japan.
You're in Japan?
So like,
You're in Japan?
Holy crap.
yeah, it's
You're the
10
Japan
o'clock
guy?
in the morning for me right now.
Holy shit!
Oh, right on, man.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Is that good timing for you?
Yeah, oh yeah, this is
Okay,
perfect because I work the night shift, so I get off and then I'll be coming here. It gives me time to get ready and then
Badass.
play right up till I go to bed. So
Hey, badass.
That's cool, man. That's so cool.
in
I
Japan,
like
you
it.
can't find anyone to play Dungeons and Dragons?
actually, I have a group here that I play with too. Actually,
okay.
so
You're just addicted and feeding the addiction. I understand completely. All right.
yeah.
So, do that. What should I do with it? There it is. Shoo. Yep, that and this and the other thing. And, oh shit, I'm not on Wi-Fi. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, take your time, man. Let's see.
What do we got going on?
Well, I'm starting to think about it. Like, I can't really do a lot of damage. Like, my thing is I can tank and I can heal myself and just constantly be doing that.
Well, so that's actually perfect because basically, so as a kobold, I get pack tactics,
Which
which
is-
as long as you're within 5 feet of the enemy, I can basically always get my sneak attack damage. So
Dude,
I
that's
am
sweet.
yes out the ass.
Dude, yeah, but you know what?
But-
I'll do this. Like, I can either taunt and then I can if it's like a big dude, I can just cast Sanctuary on myself. You come right around me, and if I do get hit, then I'll just heal myself and I'll just keep it up until the minute goes up.
Right. Yeah, which by the time a minute goes up, if this thing's not dead, I need to just turn in my bow and quit adventuring.
Yeah, it's essentially right because what is it like? It's like 10 rounds per minute.
Yeah, 10 rounds would be a minute, so
Yeah.
a minute in combat is actually quite a bit.
Yeah, 10 rounds is a lot. If you don't kill something in 10 rounds, we're doing something wrong for sure.
Yeah,
Or it's
especially
doing
during
something very light.
and whatever. Let me see what my short bow does.
Right.
So
So I didn't quite understand some of the lore. It's several thousand years in the future from where though? Like, is
So,
it?
like, basically current canon is at about 1700-ish? And,
Okay.
And so where I'm at with all the, because every time I finished a campaign, I'd be 500 years in the future. It's not 500 years in the future. Okay, a new campaign, 500 years in the future. And so now we're like 2,000 years in the future. And I'm like, all right, well, so I guess electricity should be a thing, but it'll be magic, lightning. And, we're going to need airships to get around, I guess, because there was that cataclysm, and there's probably another cataclysm, so I said there was another cataclysm. Or because of that cataclysm, there was, basically what happened is the gods had a war, and
Right.
and terra firma got torn asunder. It got torn
Okay.
apart such that the world itself was repelled from the very central core that makes up the big mill of magic and time and blah blah blah. I'll get to that later. Point is that the result was giant canyons and rifts in the planet's surface as the land sprang away, repelled from the surface, such that we ended up with floating islands